Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition love and general reading. This is for the element of air. So if you are Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you. So let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do give you some clarity. I'm trying to see if I should pull out one more. These are so ginormous. Okay. So we have here the King of Blades. Oh my God, what deck is this? Something about everyday witch thing. I know somebody's gonna ask about it. Okay, King of Blades, I guess that's like the King of Swords. Page of Cups, Judgment, Queen of Coins, Nine of Coins, and then we have the Nine of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so here we have someone that may be recovering from some sort of loss or disappointment. So this person is grieving at this grave here, wishing things could be the same. Not wanting to be seen, wanting to be isolated, just feeling like, leave me alone. I'm grieving right now. Leave me alone. I'm coping. And I just kind of feel like you guys have maybe gone through some sort of disappointment here. We do have something happening where all of a sudden there's a spark and there is desire to come back to life, or something motivates you. Maybe it's something that was said. Maybe it was an idea. But whatever the case, I just kind of feel too like whatever you were disappointed in, I feel like it motivated you or inspired you to do something with your life, or to do something in regards to love, or maybe it is pushing you towards some sort of career. I feel like a lot of you it's like you're overcoming something here. I feel like you're having to put your pain on display. Like, these people are laughing and joking. They apparently, for some odd reason, think it's funny that, you know, you're bruised up here. So it could be that these people are haters. These are the people that are not rooting for your success. And maybe you feel like you have something to prove here. If not, you know, for yourself, well, I'm going to say for yourself, because the Nines is about the self. But I just feel like maybe you just feel like you have something to prove, not for them, but for yourself. Like, I'll show these creeps that I can come out of anything. You know, I may fall, but I'm, you know, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And maybe something is motivating you to now transform your pain into something creative here, because this is like creative energy with the wands. People don't believe in you. There are people that are going to doubt you, that makes you maybe somehow doubt yourself. Maybe you might be wondering, how am I going to make it, you know, with all these scars on me, with all these bruises. You know, you might not you could be literally broken up or injured, but usually for me, the Nine of Wands is about emotional wounds. So you are coming out of a dark place, and it's like you're having to heal yourself too, since the Nines are also about the self. You also, I don't know, I also get something like something's going on where maybe you are desiring the attention of someone who focuses on everyone except you. Or keep in mind, this can go the other way around. You know what? Some of you may have had to be humbled too, because I feel like maybe at one point you thought you were above these people here, and somehow you ended up falling to their level. I don't know what happened, but it's almost like people are ridiculing you, and maybe you taunted them before. I almost want to say something too, like biting the hand that feeds you. I don't know why. Maybe that'll make sense to somebody. So here, the King of Blades, this is you maybe having some sort of clarity. I feel like too, you have some sort of evidence that's been presented to you that gave you clarity. Maybe now you had to go through some sort of pain and torment that would give you clarity on the next direction that you need to take, or the next move you need to make in regards to love or career here. I also see in this image, there's something, I feel like things have been trying to get your attention. Now there's a bug in here. There's like a little fairy. There's fairies in all of these pictures, I believe. But there's like a little bug in here. And I talked about before, somebody may be having like spirit insects or spirit animals. Maybe there's been something that's been trying to warn you, and now you understand what you were being warned about. Now you understand something, you know, something makes sense now. I also feel like you're getting ready to sign some sort of documents. Now that you have proof, now that you are certain about something, you're getting ready to sign some sort of documents. Now also energy wise, you could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I got all the elements out: Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone has been trying to say I love you. I feel like someone has been trying to say they love you, or you have been trying to say you love someone. There may have been some sort of communication issues. Maybe something was coming off a little childlike or very, you know, immature. Someone like the Page of Cups didn't know really how to express themselves. Something maybe happened in childhood that maybe you never evolved from. It's kind of like being in some sort of retarded state. Because something, it's like the growth got retarded some type of way. It's like as a child, you were learning how to develop. Let's just say, for instance, as a child, you were learning to express your love, and you always like to run up to your mother and hug your mother, and that was your way of saying I love you. And your mother kept pushing you away and saying, no, stop, mommy doesn't like hugs, mommy doesn't like hugs. And so you were learning how to, maybe you were growing up to be someone who was very expressive in love, someone who's very nurturing, someone who was not afraid to show affection. But because mommy, the person that you were learning how to nurture from, kept pushing you away, you start doing that instead of embracing what is within your heart. Instead of going with your initial instinct, like your initial instinct says, say I love you, or your initial instinct say, go hug that person. You go back, you start reverting back to that time in your mind where you learn how to disconnect instead of embrace. So I just feel like, you know, there is some, it needs to be developed. And as maybe this is something too that you are recognizing about yourself, or recognizing about a love interest. Maybe there's spiritually, you are learning how to listen to your intuition here. Like what I said with these, whatever insects, animals, or synchronicities that have been trying to get your attention. You've been blowing it off. And now that something has come to your attention, you should focus on developing that. It's like you have the potential to be very intuitive. So I see second chances here with the Judgment card. There's going to be another chance or another opportunity for you to express yourself, or for you to go after your calling. Some of you may have been wanting to start your own businesses, but you were afraid to do so. But now that there's some sort of change of plans, like the universe rearranged some things, they're like, hey, we're giving you a second chance or another opportunity to prove yourself. Another opportunity to go after your desires. You know, like, are you going to recognize your calling? Do you know when you should turn away from something toxic? Like, I feel like too, in this image, you might be recognizing what is not good for you. These people are like getting drunk, they're wasted, they're not focused. These people are drowning in their sorrows. Like this is like misery loves company type energy here. And then here comes someone, like an opportunity with the door swinging open, and you are looking at them. I don't know why, I don't know. Remember, you guys, I don't really know the Bible, but I am thinking about how, who was that turned to look at the past? They were told not to look at their past or not to look behind them, but somebody turned around and looked and they turned into a pillar of salt. Was that Sarah or something? I don't know. I don't remember. Like I said, I wasn't raised Christian, but I do know some stories. But it's making me think of that. I feel like someone wants to give one last look to their old life, to their old ways, to their old habits. And it's like, don't look too deeply. Don't keep staring, you know, keep moving in that direction of this new life, because it's time for you to resurrect from the dead. You also could have buried something that you regret burying, you know, something you tucked away. You said you weren't going to do it anymore, or you thought that was no longer a part of you, whether it's a person or a hobby, or, you know, something that you could have also been passionate about, and you turned your back on it, or you tucked it away, but here it is again. So you're like, okay, one last look, you know, time to say goodbye to, you know, whatever is holding me back. And so I feel like you are moving towards that direction here. I feel too like you're trying to maybe seduce others to come with you. Like you want other people to come with you. I see some sort of seduction here, but they aren't paying attention to your clues, or they aren't paying attention. They just aren't paying attention to you. And so I feel like you're getting ready to go ahead and take this opportunity to change your life around, or to go after that dream, or to go after that person. So something is saying speak here. Now also this could be something, you know, as mundane as a phone call, like you're going to get some sort of phone call again. Or maybe, you know, like you interviewed and you were like, I never did get a call back for that position. I wonder if they're going to call me back. So it does look like something's getting offered here with the Queen of Pentacles. This is an opportunity for you to take on that new job opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to start that business. This is an opportunity for you to get serious in a relationship. Especially if you were used to just kind of being out there and playing around. Now, you know, the Pentacles, that's about taking things more serious. Something, moving towards something more long-term, something more solid here. So you might be also giving something up in regards to like your diet. Like maybe this weekend you're like, okay, this is the last weekend that I'm gonna eat like this, or this is the last time I'm gonna drink, or the last time I'm gonna smoke, and I choose a healthy lifestyle. I choose what's healthy for me. I choose money over poverty. You know, so it's like something's going on where you are getting this opportunity to deal with matters that are matters that deal with health and taking care of your body and things, recognizing your value too. Some of you are about like, it's about learning about your self-worth. I feel too there's a need for you to just kind of start learning about some things. You might be very introverted this weekend, just kind of going within and reading books, maybe you're looking into things that are going to improve your life. I feel like you're working on yourself. We got 2 9s out, and I just feel like the 9s are about going within. So I feel like you are developing your willpower and courage, your spirit, your drive, and you're also working on your health, your mental well-being, your physical well-being, even spiritual. You know, like I just feel like you are maybe looking for concrete proof in astrology. Maybe you're taking it more serious. Yeah, it's something that you're taking more serious, and I feel like you don't want any disruptions. I'm just looking at how she's eating all these healthy vegetables. She's really taking care of herself. I got this deck from my girl Divinity Tarot. Well, I didn't get it from her. She advertised it on her Instagram that she had just got it. I'm sorry, I just keep looking like, where is the box so I can just hold up the box for you guys. Hang on one second. Because I just know somebody is like, what deck is this? Enchanted. Don't look at my booty. The Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Let me leave this out in case, because I'm going to announce it in all the videos. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this is about research. You might be spending time with your pets. You might be lighting candles, kind of connecting with your ancestors. I feel like there's going to be a lot of grounding this weekend. Even if you are, I feel like you're going to be walking around barefoot. You might be sun gazing. I feel like you can be doing things indoors or outdoors, but whatever the case is, kind of getting back to basics, getting back to nature. You also might be kind of looking into your finances. I feel like there's something about your finances that will be stabilizing this weekend as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do some energy cards. All right, what additional messages are there for air signs? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for January 21st through the 23rd, 2019. Okay, so we have the thinking woman, door to romance, the sun, and door to value. Okay, so with the thinking woman, I feel like I said, there's you kind of thinking, doing research, studying. I feel like you're going to be in a very philosophical mood this weekend. Really doing some sort of research. I feel too that this corresponds with air energy. So you could be dealing with another air sign, but I really feel like this is about you and finding your own inner happiness here. Something happens where you feel renewed, you feel healed, you feel like you're back to yourself. And I feel like you are inspired, you're feeling maybe creative. You might be finding fun things to do. I feel like this is more so about staying in, but even if you go out, I still feel like you are surrounded by good vibes, happiness. And I feel too like this is still about being honest. This is about honesty and truth and communication. This says door to romance. So for some of you, maybe you're coming to some sort of realization or having some sort of clarity about who your romantic partner should be. Maybe you are discovering self-love, or you have some sort of clear understanding on what self-love is. This also could be someone that is now ready to open up their heart to you, to share feelings or emotions with you, especially if they were struggling, like we saw, you know, with the Page of Cups being underdeveloped, you know, or this is you. Maybe you are now understanding someone's love language, or how to be more loving, how to be more nurturing. So I feel like this is about you experiencing key elements about your personal self, your heart. I feel like something is the window to the soul. The eyes are the window to the soul. I almost feel like if you do happen to connect with someone, or if you've recently connected with someone, I almost feel like if you looked directly in this person's eyes, there would be like an instant recognition. I feel like it would be an intense feeling. I feel like it would be just love at first sight. I just really feel like I just feel like a strong connection here. Now, also, if there's no one, you know, around you, if you're completely single, it's still just you kind of connecting with yourself. You might even be going swimming or sunbathing this weekend. You're doing anything that grounds you. Now, when I said door to value, you also might have figured out where you want to go in regards to career, whether you're an entrepreneur, or if you've taken on some sort of new job and you're getting that new job opportunity. Something is going to lead to abundance and finances here, or whatever it is that you feel is valuable to you. I feel like some sort of code has been cracked, and all of a sudden there's going to be like a windfall of wealth. Whatever you feel is wealth and security to you. It's like you're having an abundance of it. All right, so that is all that I have for air. I hope that resonated. Please feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you all.